All right, so speaking of conversations,
Yeah,
going on for a long time.
Who else is good?
Jordan Mailata.
Okay, he's good.
Seems like a very good player for the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's not
like
good.
A very well-spoken player.
He's not good.
No?
I said he was good until he wasn't good.
Oh, yeah, he's not happy.
Now he's not happy right now.
He was on WIP in Philly, and he was asked about the Tush Push and the pushback on the Tush Push.
I understand the outrage. What I don't understand is them using it as an excuse to why we won the game. I think it's incredibly disrespectful to our defense and our special teams who balled out. You know, my brothers on defense and special teams who balled out that game, who had our backs when we weren't moving the ball or we weren't doing anything. That pisses me off because we give so much to this game, and to kind of base off a short yardage play that is a football play and say that we won the game off that. But not how our defense played, not how our special teams have played, putting us in those positions. I think it's bullcrap. I just think it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish, man. It makes my blood boil just thinking about it.
Rubbish.
Got to bring that back, man. Rubbish. I get his point, and I also get Dean Blandino's point, where he's like, it just doesn't look like anything else. It looks awful, and I think that's maybe where people view this, because they ran it 7 times on Sunday. I think somebody was saying they ran it 7 times on Sunday, and it's almost unstoppable. And I just don't know what the answer is to this, other than if they're just going to let them do it, then people just have to accept the terms and conditions of what the game flow is. And if you have them in short yardage, they're going to pick up a first down and tough balls is what it is. Like, I don't know what the answer is to it. But, seeing him get a little red ass about it, I don't think anybody's going to pull him aside and say, hey, man, you need to relax. A very talented guy who can also sing a little bit, but not happy on WIP.
He really can sing.
He's a great voice.
That's some pipes.
Great voice.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I wish we would have sang that interview. That would have been great.
Yeah, but the accent just really just drives it home, man.
And the vocabulary, right? Like, rubbish is a pretty solid term.
I mean, he just sounded really solid. There was like a ton of credibility to him attacking those that attack his brothers on defense and on special teams. And you're attacking the offense too, and you're basically saying one play singularly is impacting the outcome of the game. And while it is in some cases, I just stop them from getting short yardage.
Yeah, the problem is, like, 3rd down, 4th down is when it's happening. So it is, you could say it's only 7 plays, but it's 7 critical moments. And usually these games are decided by a handful of plays. So if you're talking about typical 3rd, 4th down decisions as far as what plays you're running, whether or not you're able to convert, those are arguably the things that we're, sitting back Monday morning talking about and dissecting and all that. But when it's the tush push, it's just like, all right, well, if they're going to let them basically, jump offsides or have a false start, and even with the way they line up, and if there's no way of officiating it and stopping it, then yeah, there's nothing to dissect. It's just going to keep moving on like this. It's going to keep looking like a different play than what every other play is in football. So, look, my thing is, I would have thought they would have gotten rid of it this past offseason with as much chatter as there was. Now it feels like the NFL's trying to, or someone's trying to essentially showcase why it should be illegal because of them jumping in false starts. It's not just the success rate. We talked to Dean Blandino about it, and the thing he brought up and what I've continually said is it's not a safe play. I understand we haven't had a catastrophic injury, but I do feel like we're waiting for that moment where as soon as there is one, then what are we going to say? Oh, it's not a safe play. It's like we have to wait until that happens instead of being able to look at the frame-by-frame clips of these 300-plus pound men lowering their heads, putting their neck in a compromised or spine in a compromised position, and lunging forward at each other. And then on the other side, defense is trying to come up with a solution. Frankie Louvu's solution was just to dive over the entire thing, trying to grab the quarterback.
There's no solution.
Which, is in of itself an unsafe play.
Yeah, there's no
So
solution.
it's like it doesn't look like a football play. It does look like a scrum. And beyond that, they're not even able to officiate it. Well, as we talked to Dean Blandino about, why'd they get rid of aiding or pushing a runner in the first place? Because they didn't feel like they could officiate it properly. Well, here we are. We've got blatant false starts happening, and yet we're still letting the play roll.
Yeah. It's not a stoppable play. I've come to the conclusion. Like I've heard, we've seen instances where it has somehow, some way been stopped, but I think that's just law of averages. Like this one time, some way, somehow. I mean, ultimately, you got to be able to push them back. And if you don't know the snap count and you understand the amount of space that you have to cover, cover off on pushing the offensive lineman, cover off on getting into contact with the offensive lineman, getting that fit, because you don't scrums are like it's a gentleman's approach to getting the ball. You fit up.
A gentleman's scrum is what you're saying.
Yeah, you fit up. Like you
got
guys,
some gentleman's scrums before.
You're all right. Awesome. Well, anyway, I was a gentleman in a scrum. Anyway, you don't have that luxury as in football, right? So the whole injury idea, like your heads are down, you are literally bucking heads to try to figure out where your fit is, and maybe sometimes you don't even get a fit with what's going on. It's just, to me, it seems as though it's not a practical way of approaching thinking you can stop a play. There's no defense that you can implement when it's that short of yardage where you can stop that play.
You guys think it's the last year of it?
I don't. Because all of the reasoning that exists that is being used, it was already discussed this offseason. It was discussed. It really was. So how do you justify, unless that catastrophic injury happens, how do you justify saying we didn't vote it out this year, but we're going to vote it out this year? What new evidence are you going to present to say that this is a play that needs to go? It's not a football play. What do you do? That's different from this year.
The difficulty to officiate it.
That didn't exist last year?
Well, I think the NFL can figure out a way to word it if they really want it gone. Just like, why did they move the PAT back? Well, because, it just became kind of a pointless play because kickers were too accurate. All right, so we moved it back 33 yards. So basically, because somebody was good at their job, that wasn't suffice, so let's move the kickback. I think if they wanted to find a way to get rid of it, they would this offseason. So that's why I'm thinking, if you're the Eagles and you already see maybe it's trending down that road, line up on first down and run it 4 times and pick up a first down.
It's not sustainable.
Just as an FU to the entire league.
It's not a sustainable play.
You don't think they could pick up a first down if they did it 4 times?
Sure, you could pick up a first down running it 4 times, but at the end of the day, what type of damage are you doing to your team if you're running that every single play?
Some things are worth the price.
No, bro. It's not feasible. It's not feasible, and that it would never happen. And so therefore it's used as a short yardage. It's what we would call tank personnel as a defense, a heavy personnel as a defense, short yardage personnel as a defense, and we gotta come in and try to be able to stop it.
Who's the dude that the Bucks drafted out of Florida?
And he never made it because
Yeah.
he's
He got
too
cut,
big.
remember?
Yeah, he got
too big.
cut.
Yeah.
He could be somebody that could make an impact on the
That's
situation,
literally,
no?
you would have to get sumo wrestlers to be able to maybe possibly stop it. Like,
Sumo wrestlers.
literally,
I mean-
lace them up. Lace them up.
I mean, if you're trying to grow the game,
Look,
go.
hey, look. Just have them just for that. The sumo team. Call it the sumo package.
soccer players have made an impact.
Yeah,
Look
they
at
have.
Aubrey.
Yeah, they have.
Rugby players.
Yeah, you're using that. Right?
So I would say, if that's the case, why not bring in a sumo wrestler?
Why not?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a great point.
Where did Mailata come from?
New Zealand.
There you go.
New Zealand.
Bring some of them dudes over here. Bring some scrummers over here. They might know how to. I mean, why not bring in a scrum professional?
But think about it. So you're going to bring in a scrummer for 7 times that you would have Philly on your schedule once. I guess if you're a divisional opponent, Giants, Dallas, Washington, maybe you bring him in for those 2 games, so like 14 plays a year.
What's the league minimum?
It seems rather absurd.
Hey,
What is the league minimum?
got to go ahead and do it. I mean,
like $700,000 for 14
Well, how do you?
plays?
But here's the thing: is like, they have all the leverage. You can't stop the play, especially most critical moments. So you think they're going to play for league minimum? Those guys would be like, hell no.
Yeah.
I want a lifetime supply of sushi. You know,
Great
I
point.
want.
Dang.
I'm just saying, like I want other things. I want to be paid. I want to be paid handsomely.
well, fried rice.
That's a great
I didn't say that. That was a step too far.
I mean,
We were fine with sushi. It was just the way you said fried rice.
How did I say it? I just said fried rice.
sometimes
Why are you saying it like that? What do you mean what I mean?
That's how I ordered I had some fried rice last night.
Did you really?
Why are you saying it like
Yes.
that?
Fried rice. That's how I say
you say
fried
rice?
rice.
Fried rice.
Fried
I said
rice.
rice.
That's how I say it.
You leave the D out of fried.
Fried rice.
Who says fried rice like that?